All right, here we go. Batman Returns on Super Nintendo. This is my first time ever playing this game. Good morning, Matt. Nice to see you today. Oh yeah, look at that. Batmobile's rolling in. Pretty nice graphics. What's up, Michael? Nice to see you today. Yes, I've been on a shopping spree. I've been buying all kinds of retro games to play for you. Especially those $10, $20 games. Well, those are women and children. Oh yeah, beating them up good. All right, let me switch. Hold on, let me switch my face over, because with a beat 'em up game, you're gonna usually be kind of pushing to the right. So we'll switch my face over here. Here we go. Here we go. Matt, my pleasure to hop into your stream. Oh yeah, you can jump kick. Oh, and then you got a special move, just like some of the Turtles games. Oh, that thin clown punched me. Good. Oh, more women and children, and aliens going by on motorcycles. Nice. I mean, it looks like an alien. Can we get that off that motorcycle, or do I need to? Ah, it's just running me over repeatedly. Ah, can you get it off it? I'm trying to do a special on it. Oh, you can jump kick it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got him. Nice. Did you ever play this? Did you just punch a child? I did. I did punch a child. Did putting retro games as a tagged game help with traffic? Not that I know of. If anything, I think the games that I've played that have done the best have not had retro games tagged. Can I pick them up and throw them? Oh, can I do my special unlimited because I'm low health? No, it won't let me do my special. I like how Manhattan Project will let you do your special unlimited when you're low health. That's busted a lot of these games. Like, oh, if you're too low health, you don't get to do your special. This guy's got a rocket launcher. That's not good. We're gonna have to restart again. Oh, there we go. I think I just punched her too. Watch Mr. Rocket Launcher, dude. Man, that took a lot of my health to do that special move. Not as much as getting hit with 2 rockets. Oh my gosh, this rocket launcher, dude. There we go. You gotta get these clowns with rocket launchers. Oh my god, those rocket launchers! I mean, I guess it is a rocket launcher. It makes sense. We're gonna make them a priority. They take off a ton of health. Nice. Oh, hold up. I got things I can throw too. Oh, nice. I got some health. I got things I can throw. What's up, Billy? Nice to see you today. Liam says you just interrupted me watching your World War II stream. Nice. Thanks for watching that. I love World War II Online. That's a game I'm kind of helping to promote a little bit. It's a really fun game. It's a really unique game. It's one you can get crazy. It's one of the games I've played the most in my whole life. It really takes me back playing that one. How you doing today, Billy? Thank you for the huge support yesterday. We had a whole bunch of gift subscriptions, lots of new supporters. It's amazing the power of persistence in life and of getting rid of all those negative stories. Because, hey, thank you for the share, Jason. Oh, that regular thin clown punched me out. Lots of times we tell these stories, like these self-pity stories where things aren't going my way and the world's against me, but sometimes you just need a little bit more time. You just don't have enough data. Like, I used to feel sorry for myself that my live stream wasn't doing good, and I used to get so frustrated. Ah, the fat clown's putting in work. I used to get so frustrated that my stream wasn't growing fast enough, and you know, I hustled super hard to try and make it grow with things like Facebook ads, giving a bunch of other streamers a whole bunch of money, more than I could afford to. I mean, obviously, Not way more than I could afford to, but I almost declared bankruptcy because of my extravagant spending habits. You know, now today, everything all looks fantastic. You know, there's people watching, thousands of people watch every game I play on Facebook, and hundreds of people watch on every one of the clips I upload on YouTube. You know, now the money's plenty, and I'm extremely grateful for that. And it's such a good lesson. Sometimes you just gotta be patient in life. And sometimes persistence is the real test. You know, are you willing to do something? It's tough because we expect a lot of immediate gratification in life. And if we don't get immediate gratification, we figure, well, I gotta stop this. What I've noticed is a lot of people that, you know, our favorite authors, directors, movie stars, what you don't realize is how much they persisted before they got to where you know them. I'm sure you've seen some of the motivational quotes in various places. You know, about how Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was down to like $20 in his pocket or something. I don't know much more than that, but... Oh! Dang, I haven't done like any damage to him. How do I do damage to him? I'm not hitting this guy at all. Oh my gosh. How do you do that? Is that 50-cent book worth a read? It is, yes. Oh, there, we finally did a little bit of damage to him. Yeah, I mean, like Curtis Jackson in his book, you know, things didn't look like they were going very well in his life for quite a while either. When he first got his record label, when he first got signed to a record label, he got dropped from it. It wasn't doing a whole lot from him. You gotta persist in life. And that's why it's important to do things that you really love and enjoy. Because then you'll be able to stick with it when it's difficult. If you're just doing something to try and get something in the short term, you won't stick with it. And it seems to me almost all success comes from persisting over the long term with stuff. Jamie Smolders with Demon on Deck Gaming. Good morning. Jamie sent 6,400 stars on the stream yesterday and dropped 10 gift subs. Great to see you again this morning. How are you doing? Batman got the fastest jab in the game. You remember this movie? I enjoy it. This was one of my favorite Batman movies. Batman Returns. Alright, we're on to scene 2. Battle in the streets of Gotham City. That was a long level. I mean, I guess it wasn't that long. It's like 10 minutes. This is cool. I'm amazed at how many games I didn't play. Like this, even though I like Batman, I didn't play this game growing up. I'm amazed how kind of few games I played. My parents probably would have bought me more games, but my brother and I didn't even know about a lot of these other games. We didn't even think to rent them in Blockbuster either. Jamie says, just getting to work, unfortunately. Well, one thing that helps, if you've got something you really love to do, it's nice, it makes a big difference to clear time and space for it, too. A lot of times we wanna just not change it all until we get what we want. But what I've found makes a big difference in life is acting as if. What that means is you act as if you already have what you want. For example, if you're single and you want to be with somebody, you start acting like somebody who is not single. For example, the way I used to act as a single man, it made it pretty difficult for me to make the change of being with a woman because, you know, single as a single man, I was drinking a whole bunch and playing a lot of video games, staying up really late, hanging out with my friends. Hey, thanks for the share, Jesse. Even if a woman did come along, I wasn't in a place to be with her. Like, I remember I had this girlfriend. For like a month in 2009 and into 2010. And we ended up breaking up because it was either go to bed with her. She wanted to go to bed. She really wanted me to go to bed with her every night, which that didn't at like 9 or 10 p.m. because she wanted to get up at a reasonable time and do her schoolwork because she was in vet school. And I, meanwhile, was living with my parents playing video games with my friends every night. And we'd often play until 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So that didn't work for me. And we ended up breaking up because I wasn't willing to, you know, she was less important than playing with my gaming friends. Now, at the time, I thought I wanted a girlfriend so much, but I was not willing to receive a girlfriend. And sure, I'm sure there's some girls I could have been with who that schedule would have worked. But if you want something, it helps to act as if you've already got it. If you're acting like a single man, and thinking like a single man, it may be hard to attract the girlfriend you want. And surprisingly, it may be hard to change even when you've got the girlfriend or the wife. You may be surprised to find yourself at, like I did at 29 years old. I'm like, I'm still acting and thinking like I'm a single man, and yet, you know, I got a wife now. And some of you get in that position like you got a family and stuff. You're like, you gotta, it helps to prepare to receive what you want. So if you have something you really want, like a gaming, to be a gaming video, you know, be a gaming video creator or streamer like me, then you might want to act like you already are me. And I don't work any other jobs. I accept less money. I don't work any other jobs because, think about it this way, if you want to be a full-time game streamer, you don't need to work. So if you act as if you're a full-time game streamer already, well, you don't have time for a job. And that might mean you make other accommodations in your life. For example, I realized if I wanted to be a full-time game streamer, I needed to watch my kids enough so that my wife could work. You know, like that's what it meant. That it wouldn't work for me to try and have, you know, to have a job essentially, or to work myself online like a job. That wouldn't work if I was trying to be a gaming streamer, that I needed to totally devote myself to game streaming. For example, I heard an author who's very successful. I mean, he stayed at home full-time with the kids so his wife could be an attorney. And then, dang. And then he wrote for like 10 or 15 years before he had any success. And he allowed his wife's job to make all the money. And that's why it helps so much to, you know, think about, how do I get past this? Can I fly or something? Wait, oh, I need to use... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, I can fly with that. Oh, I just got... Oh my god. That's cool, he can fly like that. So that's why it's important to look at, well, what do you really want in life? It's gonna be difficult to try and have too many things. For example, if you're trying to raise a family full-time, if you're trying to be a dad and work full-time and do game streaming, it's just too much. That's too much for you to do. And you're gonna probably end up doing all of it poorly. Whereas if you cut something out that you don't really care about, like, I don't like my job that much, I'll cut that out. If you cut that out, then maybe you'll have time to really be present for your family and be successful with your game streaming. A lot of times the world tells us we should always do more, but really, it's doing less that is extremely effective. Do what's really important, and you don't need to do everything else. If your family is really important, and if you really want to be a full-time gaming streamer, then just do that. and accept less money. Like, you might need to move into a house that the rent's not so high. You might need to live in a smaller house. That's the thing. How far are you willing to go? And if you don't really care about being a full-time game streamer, then, I don't, you know, why even bother with it? You might enjoy your life better if you stopped playing video games and spent that time with your family, or, you know, started helping out locally. I love doing this because I love teaching. And this is a great opportunity for me to teach. And I haven't found any better way to teach. Nice, we can get these fat clowns, we just keep jumping at them. Jamie says, you like your job, just working a lot? Well, that's good. What's up, Brian? That's good if you like your job. As long as you like everything you're doing in life, then that's good. If you can't stand your job and you're just doing it because you need money, then you probably need a different job. And I'm grateful I've been willing to do my live stream at like a job when it didn't pay like a job. In fact, that was the hardest thing is keep showing up to do my stream every day just like a job when it wasn't paying as a job. And that's what most people that are live streaming are not able to do is show up until it pays. And act as if it already does pay before it pays. Oh man, that's a full health, isn't it? Oh man, we gotta watch. These rocket guys are brutal. Oh my goodness, we got like stuck in a corner over here. There we go. We'll use our jump kick. We'll take him out. Ah! Dead already. What's up, Tyler? Nice to see you today. Tyler says you remember getting your ass kicked playing this as a kid. All right, oh, that's Catwoman on there. Nice. So I put 7 lives on the options on this. We still lost all 7 of our lives already. Well, we gotta, oh nice, those clowns that with the rocket launchers can actually hit each other. It's always good to do a reality check in your life to see if there's anything you can cut. Oh, I like when he bangs their heads together. That's funny. Hey, thank you, Sam. Thank you very much for the share, Sam. Jeez. I'm only on level 2 also. Aren't I, or am I on level 3? The enemies in this game are kind of funny, the fat clowns. Ah, he hacked me with a sword right when there was a life thing sitting there. Dang it. I don't know why this special move takes so much of my health off. It's not even that good. Look how many times I've been hitting this fat clown with it. It's still not putting him down. There we go. You gotta get those combos in on that fat clown. Ah, this guy's throwing bombs at me. What's up? Yeah, I'm doing fantastic today. I'm gonna go take my kids to the bowling alley. And I think we'll go to the video game store too. So I can trade some of the games I've already played in and get some new ones. There we go. That's how you hit all those clowns at once. Watch me heat it up. Beat it up. Draven, thank you for the 100 stars. Nathan, thank you for the share. Darren, thank you for the share. Watch me heat it up. Beat it up. Din it. This game was like 26 bucks at the game store. So I'll play this. We'll give this a try and trade it in. Oh, yes, there's another health. Let's go. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, thank you for the share, Darren. Appreciate the first time star send, Draven. Knock these fat clowns around. Batman's got some nice combos. Oh, that's hilarious when he bangs their heads together. Probably not hilarious for them, but... Batman's beating him up right here. Oh, this dude was just reading a paper. Oh! Nice, I can hit him with those. Brad, thanks for the share, Brad. Ah, this dude's throwing... Guy's hitting like Tyson. Gosh! What's up, Brad? How you doing, Brad? This dude's punching like Tyson right here. Oh, I can just straight up combo him. Nice. You gotta watch that. I don't know if it's a left or right hook, but whatever that big punch he's throwing is nasty. Yes, he's getting hit with those. Yes, keep hitting him with that. This is a bit like Double Dragon. I think I can play Double Dragon on the Nintendo Rewind. I haven't taken any of his health off yet. Oh, you can pick him up and throw him down? Nice. Oh, you gotta watch that when he backs up like that. Gives you the big hit in the face. Ooh! Oh! Oh, man, there goes another life. Let's go. Hey, Brad, I'm glad you love playing this game. That's awesome. That's why I try all these new games. You never know whose favorite game I'm going to be playing. This guy's health ever going to go down? Ah, he lunges at you, too. Oh, my God. Oh, no. How many of these can I throw? Is he ever going to lose health? Do I have to, like, hit him after he punches or something? Oh, there we go. We finally got him off his green health bar. I don't know if those just stun him. Oh, man. Wind up and smack the heck out of me. Alright, that's not taking any health off him, is it? This is just like stunning him. It's not actually hurting him. Alright, so we need to wait. We need to get him to throw. Ah! There, that's taking actual hit points off. Dang it! Oh, there we go. There we go. That's how you do him. Nice. We got him down. Let's go, baby. What's up, Ben? Nice to see you. Brandon Johnson, what's up? You're not the mirror. Redrick, thanks for the follow. Ooh, Catwoman. Meow. All right, scene 3. Taking us 26 minutes, we got to scene 3, On the Prowl. We're gonna remember to use our little thing, too. Ah, that fat clown fell right into me. All right, so if it's yeah, if it's one of those windows, they keep smashing through those. Dude, I just lost, oh my God, I just lost multiple lives over that. No, come on. I don't know, I gotta learn how to use this better. It's stuck on something, but oh my God. I fell off twice on that. Hold up, wait, they can come out of both windows? This is nuts. What's up, Chris? Nice to see you today. Grass says you think you beat this game in like 4 days? Nice. That was kind of like that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh God, what do I latch onto? Oh, dude, these are falling. Ah, no! It's killing me with these jumps. Oh my God, these jumps are brutal. I hope I don't have to go through that window thing again. Good, thank God. Now what? What do I do with that? Oh my God, I have to get all the way up there. All right, little bit of practice to get this down. Man, this fire dude's got me. How do I get up there? How do I use that? Oh, okay, so you gotta hit A again to release it, and that's what works on it. Jeez. Yeah, I might need more life cheats. I already put it to easy with 7 lives, so I already nerfed it a little bit. Man, I need to get a thing in here. These got like fleas flying around in here. I need to get one of those little flea traps that it just catches the fleas in it with a UV light. I have one in the house that works really well. Ah, I died again. What are you up to for Labor Day today? Oh, okay, so you hit... Yeah, remember we worked on that other level. You can pretty much just slide like that. Oh God, I thought... Ah, dang it, I thought there was gonna be a ground there. I guess not. Now what? Now, am I supposed to fall down here now? Okay, nice. Oh, it's Catwoman. Let's go. How exciting. Oh, I'm gonna beat that Catwoman up. Ooh! Oh! Oh, man. Doing that whip down. That's nice. My kind of girl. She got all kinds of moves. Why don't I have those moves? She's camping me in the corner. I have not, Ben. Beat her up! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, she's spanking me. Oh Lord. We only have one continue left? Alright, here we go. She is rough. I like it rough. You got me wondering why. I like it rough. Girl's got all kinds of moves. Man. Making Batman look dumb. We're gonna find a way to interrupt some of her stuff. There we go. We're getting to stage 4 on this continue. Dang! Ah! What am I supposed to do? She's got me in the corner! Ooh, he just threw her down. Nice! Now that's what you do to that Catwoman. Can I trap her in the corner? I want to trap her in the... Ooh, she just sneaks out of it. Oh, Lord. Oh, there we go. We hit her down and then kick her and get her in the corner and beat her while she's down. Beat me like a... Dude, she killed me. She's taking 2 lives off already. Oh, she whipped me from off the screen. That's rude. Ah! No! Not the whip. Not the whip. Oh, here we go. Woman, get punched in the face. Didn't sound good, did it? Uh-oh. Can I use my thing? Ah, she's beating me so bad. Oh my gosh. All right, we gotta get out of the corner. Dude, Catwoman is a legit boss. Jeez. I can't even get up before she hits me. There we go. Oh no. Here, come on, beat her. Beat her, we're so close. Oh God. Ooh, he picked her up. But why he didn't finish it? Come on, finish her. Finish her. Finish her! It's so close! No! One more hit and we'd have got her. Ah, I got beat. One more hit. Oh my God. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, Ben. Some things in life, it's better to wait and see what happens. No need to hurry into things. Oh, Lord, we got beat up. All right, we'll give this another run. I already put this game on easy. That was this game on easy with 7 lives. So attack, jump, and then our special. That's our specials Y and B. Oh, we need to use a test too. Oh, we need to use guard. Okay. We need to start guarding. I didn't even realize we could guard, so we need to start guarding. All right, we'll play through this again. We can hit left and right to block. All right, now we know that we can hit those on motorcycles too. All right, we should be able to go a lot farther this time. He can't pull over any farther. He's already pulled over. I'm glad I'm in a place in my life where I realize I don't have all the answers. I especially don't have everybody else's answers. I'm lucky if I can figure things out for myself. And I do tend to resist efforts to be pressured or forced to do something, especially if I internally don't agree with it. I'm like, you know what? This is... if somebody's trying to pressure me to do something, I question the validity of it. And that's a good lesson to learn, because same thing with my kids. If I'm pressuring my kids to do something, they'll often put up a fight. Whereas if I just kind of let them see that this is a good idea, you know, they'll often go right along with it. Or if I just give them a suggestion, you're like, hey, why don't you, let's get ready for bed or something. Like if I give them a suggestion and give them some time to do it, lots of times they will just decide that they want to do it. And I'm grateful I consistently look at, like, what do we all agree on? Like, none of us want to just be told what to do all the time. All of us want to be respected and feel like we're in control of our lives. And all of us do want some guidance that is based in science and based in, you know, we do want to be guided. Well, we don't want to be forced and compelled all the time. There's so many laws in our society and so many things we're told to do all the time. It's actually amazing how agreeable most of us are. And I'm glad today I can celebrate disagreeableness, both within myself and in others. Because it's disagreeableness that prevents things, you know, if people just agree to anything, that's how you have all these, you know, genocides and things like that, because people were too agreeable that they wouldn't stand up and say, no, this is wrong. People are like, okay, well, this is what we're doing today. I'll just go along with it. It's good to both have the capacity to be agreeable and be a disagreeable. I'm glad I don't look at myself as fixed. Like, there's a lot of these like personality tests and stuff, and I think those are pointless because my personality is not fixed. My personality can change based on the situation I'm in, and it can change based on my own choices. Oh, so if I tried to use the guard right there. And when you realize your personality's not fixed, so I avoid any kind of people like, oh, you're just this or just that. I'm like, no, I'm whatever I'm choosing to be. I am the potential that can be all kinds of different things. I'm not agreeable or disagreeable. I'm not mean or nice. It's the question is, what kind of person am I going to be today? And if I find I'm struggling to be, for example, I used to struggle with my diet because all I knew how to be was someone who was overweight. That's how I'd been overweight my entire life. I didn't know how to be someone who was at a healthy weight. So then I learned how to be at a healthy weight. And now I'm at a healthy weight. I'm at a 23 BMI, which is, according to our science that Dr. Greger has published in How Not to Die and How Not to Diet, I mean, I'm in a perfect body mass today. But it took some learning to figure out how to do that. But I'm glad I didn't get stuck on an identity and say, well, I'm just a person who's overweight. That's who I am. Like, no, it's not. Who I am is who I'm choosing to be today. What is the test tube? Which button was the test tube? The test tube was like... Was the test tube X? So I encourage all of you today to realize you are just potential. You can be anything. Now, you may have some natural talents in certain areas, but, you know, those are nothing compared to what you will develop by putting in the work. He says you don't have all the answers. I'm glad I can say I don't have all the answers. And one thing I know, that because I consider myself a really smart fella, and I know since I don't have all the answers, nobody else does either. Which I realize some people, some of us just want to, you know, abdicate responsibility for our lives and let somebody else tell us what to do all the time. And then play the victim and say, well, I was just doing what I was told. I know nobody else has the answer, so I don't care what position of power or who's the quote expert. You don't have all the answers. In fact, my answers might be better for me than your answers. I mean, to me, that's humility, is realizing nobody has all the answers. Everybody is just an equal. I don't care whether you're president or whether you're a homeless person on the street. Nobody has all the answers. The homeless person on the street has some answers that the president doesn't. It's really nice to live with that viewpoint, too. Good morning, Ren. Nice to see you today. Liam says they all had us do psychometric tests at work. As I was reading the questions, I was thinking that the answers depend on your prevailing mood or what you're going through at the time of answering. Exactly. 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 Like whatever. And things like, you know, some of these standardized tests, there's so much importance on them. When those mean very little. Those mean very little. Man, the blocking was not helping that much right there. Yeah, your standardized test results basically show how much you've prepared for the test. I used to think I was so smart because I got a higher standardized test scores than other kids. And because I thought I was so smart, I wasn't looking around for things I could learn from other kids. And that started to become progressively more painful. Like, by the time I'm in college, I'm like, I'm so smart. I have this powerful intellect. But then I would struggle horribly with women. And what I didn't realize is that while I was learning to get high test scores, these other guys were learning how to impress a girl, or be friends with a girl, or to be a good boyfriend. And because you can get a good score on a standardized test, does very little for the rest of your life. In fact, I'd say that if you want to really experience life at its best, you want to be well-rounded instead of specialized. Now, sure, be specialized here or there, but being well-rounded is like a superpower. Because the biggest difference in the world is to know a little bit about something versus nothing. For example, if you know nothing about accounting or nothing about doing your taxes, there's little blind spots you've got that you don't even know what you don't know. You don't even know what you really need help with and what you can do yourself. Like, I love being able to do my own taxes. And yeah, I've messed a few things up. I got a letter from the IRS that I owed $90,000 in tax. Like, and that was because I hadn't fixed an error on my taxes where my income, almost all of my income, was reported twice. So from the IRS, it looked like I'd earned $300,000 extra and not paid the tax on it. And I went through the process to fix that, and eventually they sent me a letter that said I didn't owe any tax. I got the 1099 miscellaneous corrected to 0 instead of 300,000. And then I didn't owe any tax. But because so I had an error from doing my own taxes, but I also have learned a lot about doing my own taxes that I wouldn't, I've learned like basic accounting, basic tax stuff. I've learned about things like health savings accounts. Uh-oh, we need to get over there and get that heart. There we go. Being well-rounded really helps you. So I know I have a working idea. Like, for example, I can expense all of these video games. All the video games I'm buying, I can actually deduct those from my pre-tax income. Because these are for advertising for my business. I buy these games, and that's how I get my live stream out there, by buying these games. It's just amazing all the little things you can learn when you're, for example, I've got a lot of I've read a lot of books, and I have a basic understanding of human psychology. Like that Predictably Irrational book was really good. It's so nice when you've got a basic understanding of human psychology, because when you go around thinking people are rational and make decisions based on, logic, you're very disappointed when your product doesn't sell, when logically and rationally you've got a great product that should sell. But when you have a basic understanding of psychology, you realize, oh, well, this product is not hitting people emotionally. And it's not triggering people's irrational buying signals. Then things start to make a lot of sense. And that can help with being a better husband and father. You realize, of course my wife and my children are not rational all the time. And of course I'm not rational all the time either. So that's why I love reading. I love the phrase that leaders are readers. Because through reading all these books, I'm essentially taking like introductory level classes on things like human psychology and you know, public speaking. I went to Toastmasters for a few months, and people ask me, why do you need to go to Toastmasters? You're already really good at public speaking. I'm like, well, I could always be a little bit better. And it's nice to try new scenarios. I'm big on constant growth and learning and self-improvement with the goal that I can kind of be, that I can be comfortable in almost any situation. Ren says, I just have a tax accountant do my taxes. Hey, that can work good. You know, if that's what's best for you, that is what's nice in life, is to realize each of us have different situations. For some of you, having an accountant do your taxes will be a really nice thing. I'm glad I can do my taxes. It saves me a lot of money. I'd probably have to pay someone hundreds, if not thousands, to do my taxes, and I'd still have to spend probably about the same amount of time on my taxes. We're gonna work on blocking a little bit more. I'm glad the women and children have friendly fire off. He says, if you think you know everything, you know nothing. And if you know nothing, sometimes you know everything. And if you know everything, you slow down your growth. Exactly. I used to think I knew everything, and today I just... Even if you know everything for a moment... Even if you know everything for a moment, life is constantly evolving and changing. So that, let's say you did know everything about a particular situation at a particular time, life is constantly evolving and changing. It's been funny over the last year to see all of, you know, how people in my life think they're like experts about various things in science that, you know, they have no idea. You have no idea about. All you've done is listen and watch some things on TV and read some things online. You know so little, it's silly to even hear you talk about it. And like that, they've got all the answers for how humanity can, you know, yeah, they've got all the answers. If everybody would just do this or do that, it'd all be fine. Like, yeah. If it was that simple, I'm sure that we would have already done that. If it was truly that simple, it wouldn't be this complicated, would it? To me, that's humility, is to realize I don't have all the answers, but nobody else does either. Everybody's just in their own little world, kind of. Which is kind of comforting. You can see people and they can look so intimidating from the outside until you realize the president doesn't have any more answers than I do. Yeah, the president certainly has working knowledge of things I'm not up on. But if I put myself in that situation and trained myself the way he's been trained, I would know about that stuff too. I mean, I could be the CEO of a company and do a pretty good job. If I worked there for 10 or 20 years, I got to really know and love the company. And then that leaves the question, well, what kind of life do you want to have? What do you want to train for? What's your ultimate goal? I love playing all these different video games. I think one of the best things I can do to be an incredible gamer is to play a lot of different games, because each different game you play is kind of expanding your raw skill level. And especially playing all these different kinds of games too. And I'm keeping my brain healthy. Because playing the same game all the time, your brain really figures it out and it gets kind of easy. One thing I can't stand is knowing exactly how to play a game. I don't see how some of these people that play Warzone 8 hours a day, I'm like, that is so freaking boring. I mean, it's fun. There's a phase in your life. Like when I was a teenager and nothing often made sense and life seemed really frustrating, it was really nice to just play the same game all day, every day. And feel like, you know, that at least while I'm in this game, I kind of know everything that's going on, or almost everything. That was really nice. Maybe at the phase I'm in now, my life works so smooth. I like to... Oh my goodness. I like to get in there. I like the getting in and playing all these other video games where I have no idea what's going on and I have to learn from scratch. So there's a time and a place for everything. I'm finding it's really nice to not just think in terms of right and wrong either, because right and wrong are subjective. Instead, think in terms of what do I want to create? You know, if I do this, what am I going to create when I do that? If I play Batman today, how's the rest of my day going to go? If I play different games on my live stream every day, what's the long-term picture of that going to look like? You know, if I say this to my kids or say this to my wife, what am I going to get out of that? And that to me is a lot nicer than thinking right and wrong. Because when I think right and wrong, it's all judgment. Like who's right and who's wrong. And I see that there's really just, you know, what you want to get out of life. What are you manifesting? You know, if you say this today, you're going to get that. If you watch my live stream, what kind of day are you going to have versus if you don't? I always hope it's a great day. I hope that by watching my live stream, you're always getting something that's useful for you. And that your decision to watch my live stream each day, you know, is one of those things that it's helping you be empowered. Look how much better we've gotten at this game after this one playthrough here. There often are a lot of opportunities in life if you're willing to do things most other people aren't willing to do. Most other gamers are not willing to subject themselves to the pain of that first hour playing a game where you have no idea what's going on. I mean, it's not like physical pain, it's kind of like more ego discomfort. Joseph, good morning. Nice to see you today. Liam says, I've seen streamers play GTA 5 for years, doing the same role playing day in and day out, and see that viewership has declined. And that's one reason I started playing all these different games, because I've realized, wow, this dude has a nice right hook. Because I've realized this is a sustainable long-term strategy. That I can play different games and that will never get boring. Me playing different games will never get boring. Oh! Alright, we're so close. We can finish this dude with a combo. Oh, man! We're gonna have to continue on him. I can see that playing different games every day will never get boring because I can always throw in, you know, if I want to play... Man, these little fleas. Oh my god, do I have to play this whole level again? I can always throw in... What is the button to use the test tube? I can always play a game a little bit repeatedly. You know, I don't have to play every single stream a different game. I can always throw in a game a little bit here and there, but I can see for the long term, consistently changing up my games will never get boring. Because, you know, a lot of times people's viewership kind of comes and goes. So if theoretically every 2 years I went back and played all the same games once again, you know, most of the people who'd been following wouldn't have been following long enough to watch me go play all the same games again. Yeah, I've noticed one of the most important things for your live stream, you got to keep it fresh. Now, it may look like that some streamers can just do the same thing like every day and get away with it. But some, especially some of the bigger streamers, are getting so many people in that they can essentially do the same thing every day. And they're getting so many new people in that, you know, it's making up for the people who are getting bored and not following anymore. But then the issue is, can they stand to do that? And what happens when they switch games and their whole following is based on watching the same game, and they're used to having this many supporters, and you switch games, you start losing all of them. Like, you might think it's better to be bigger, but it's just like driving. It's not better to go faster in every situation. In some situations, it's a lot nicer to drive slow and appreciate the scenery. And there's more room to mess up when you're driving faster. When you got a huge audience, the bigger your audience is, the easier it is to mess up. You know, things you could get away with saying when 5 people are watching, when you got 500 watching, you know, the odds of getting away with it are a lot less. That's why it's nice. I enjoy where I'm at today. I'm very happy with everything in my life. I'm even happy with the little challenges I have. Like, every little challenge I have encourages me to grow. Like, for example, my nose has been running a little bit lately. So I'm like, what can I do so my nose doesn't run? And I've made a couple of changes. I'm starting to drink green tea again every day. I used to drink green tea for a while. Green tea is one of the healthiest drinks you can have, according to Dr. Greger, the author of How Not to Die and How Not to Diet. So I'm starting to drink some green tea again. I have matcha green tea, about 1 teaspoon worth a day. Split into... I probably am better off splitting it into, you know, some smaller increments, but we'll try a ½ teaspoon to start today and see how that does. And it says, Dr. Greger's website says that, you know, green tea has antiviral properties, antifungal properties. So because even the little tiny challenges I have in my life, my gosh, motivate me to learn and grow. So that's how you can even be grateful for challenges today. You can be grateful that the things that challenge you in life are giving you the motivation to grow. I notice a lot when you get new people that come into Alcoholics Anonymous, you know, there's often a lot of motivation to grow right away. But once life gets better and once the acute struggle goes away, like let's say they got a DUI, you know, once they get their license back, or... This guy's just camping me in the corner. It's the struggle of growth and pain that gives you good motivation to grow. And I've seen it so many times in Alcoholics Anonymous. Somebody comes in, they're so motivated, they're working the program, and then they get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a job, and all of a sudden they're not motivated anymore. They're going right back to how they used to live. Pretty soon they drink again, and if they come back, you know, they got beat up pretty good since you saw them. This time they've been to jail. They got another DUI. And the trick that works for me is to be sensitive. When you're sensitive, you don't have to get hit as hard to start learning. Like today, you know, a little tiny inconvenience, like having a runny nose, motivates me to learn and try something new. Whereas it used to take massive pain and suffering to motivate me to try something new and make some changes. Like I'm trying this cream on my arm because I got some like dry spots on it. John says, what's up, John? This game was good, especially this time. Yes, this is great. Yeah, Ben says different content keeps your content, different games keep your content fresh. Yes, and it's so important. It's so important to keep your content fresh because there are more people and shows to watch than ever before. And if I want to even consider the possibility that you're going to watch my stream, I need to keep it fresh for you. The number one thing I can do is keep my stream fresh for you. Because There's new streamers starting their streams every day that'd love for you to watch. There's all kinds of streamers with this experience as much as I've got that are vying for your attention. Like, I gotta keep my show fresh, or it's not viable for the long term. And I see the struggle out there. I see streamers that are doing really well, and I know the pain of when you're used to having, say, thousands of people watching and it drops down to hundreds. Or when you're used to having hundreds and it drops down to 10. Hey, Manuel Gonzalez, we got first new supporter of the day. Woo, let's go, Manuel.
Manuel Gonzalez is now a supporter.
Hey, Manuel Gonzalez, thank you very much for being the first new supporter of the day. I am grateful we have a record number of supporters. A record number of supporters in this stream. We're up to around 160 who are recurring, and then there's a bunch that have gift subscriptions. Uh-oh. He died somewhere, sometime, you know? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I died again. This Catwoman level, they don't play. I ain't playing. Oh, nice. I got all the way over there. Let's go. And I imagine the reason I've got more supporters than ever is because I'm putting on a better show than ever and making it more worthwhile to be a supporter than ever. I always look at it, if I'm not getting the results I want, am I doing the right things? Do I have something to learn? I noticed when my Warzone, it's when things go bad that your motives will really be questioned. Like, I could play Warzone every day before as long as my views were constantly steady or going up. But when my views dropped, that would get me out of playing Warzone. I'm like, okay, well, if I'm not gonna grow playing this, I don't really care about playing it then. So when things get bad in life is when you get really tested. Now, I love when things are, and by bad, you know, everyone's definition of bad is different. You have to always watch going on autopilot. Yes, especially as a live streamer, you need constant vigilance. But you need constant vigilance in your whole life too, to double check all the time. Hey, am I doing the right things in my marriage? And maybe a better question, you know, am I being the kind of husband I want to be in this marriage? Oh, no, you can't go backwards. Learn that the hard way. Am I being the kind of father I want to be? Is there anything I'd like to change about my parenting? Or am I being the kind of friend I want to be? I find it's always valuable to, you know, kind of be checking in like that. Like, hey, am I living the kind of life I want to live today? Is there anything I could change in the life I'm living today? Liam says, those that stream the same game to experience a natural wastage of viewership. It's a cycle. Yep. Yeah, now if you're, dang, this dude's crushing. And what you really need is to get views while you're not online. I mean, to me, that's the ultimate thing, which is why Twitch just seems like the worst streaming platform to me. Because I don't see, at least on Twitch, maybe somebody could explain it, but I don't see how you get hardly any views when you're not online on Twitch. YouTube is awesome, and Facebook is awesome because of the potential to get lots of views after you're offline. Because no matter how, even if you're live 8 hours a day, that's still 16 hours a day. If you're on a platform like Twitch where nobody can watch, you ultimately need, gosh, do I need to block? What are we doing here? What you really need is to be accessible and watchable 24/7. Now, yes, there's certainly people that are very successful on Twitch that are, but to me, Twitch doesn't seem, it lacks that element of getting watched after you're live. All right, we got to go up against Catwoman, or we get to go up against Catwoman. I'm big on watching my language. I get to go up against Catwoman. I chose to play this game. I'm not here, you know, because life just somehow put me here. I'm here because I decided to be here. I'm exactly where I decided to be today. Like, I heard a guy yesterday at an AA meeting, he said, oh, I gotta go eat lunch with my family. I'm like, no, you get to go eat lunch with your family. It's a privilege. And it's a choice. Always watch your language. I avoid saying I have to do anything. I'm choosing to do something. Because even if it's not a great choice, or something that doesn't look like, you know, like, oh, I have to go to the DMV to get my license back, or to renew my license. Like, no, you get to go. Dang, girl. You get to go to the DMV to renew your license. That's a privilege. Just imagine if you weren't allowed to drive. You get to go to the DMV today. I mean, if there is something you really want, just kind of as a means to an end, like your license, you get to go to the DMV and renew your license. Alright, so I'm trying blocking a little bit. We gotta work on some strategies for Catwoman. Hey, nice. Manuel says, Joseph Martinez brought you. That's awesome. Thanks for letting me know how you got here. And you can see with the live stream, too, it's so social. Like, I'm seeing people in the comments like Joseph, like Manuel, who said that Joseph brought him in, and watching a live stream is very social, which, if you can take that into account, it means, dang, we're down to one. If you just can get, you know, you can literally grow your stream from one person watching. One person who brings their friend, and then that person brings a friend. You can literally grow your stream from just one person watching. You don't have to be a big viral. Just one person watching can literally lead to all the growth you need if you do a great job for that one person. All right, last continue. Liam says your laptop just overheated. Hey, make sure, always make sure you're, while we're on a laptop, make sure you buy stars on your desktop. Always buy stars on desktop. Never buy any stars on mobile, because it, for example, I bought some stars last night for $99. I got 9,400 stars. Whereas if I'd have bought those on mobile, I would have only gotten 66,000 stars or something. So always buy stars on your desktop, because on mobile, you're paying a fee to Google or Apple, whoever runs your app store. You're paying a big fee to them if you buy it on there. Whereas if you buy it on desktop, you're not paying that fee. You're only paying like a 5% processing fee or something. So make sure you always buy stars, and your mobile, you know, be a supporter. Always do that on desktop, so that you get to get the maximum out of the money you're spending. What I do is I buy $100 or $200 of stars at once, and then I send them out. You know, I send 100 here, 1,000 there. Oh, that's awesome. Joseph says, I watch you going to work and he listens. So I wanted to follow you because you're down to earth and legit. Thank you. That's awesome to know that, to hear a little bit about your experience. Like, why you watching? What do you do for work? You generally had to put your laptop in the deep freeze. All right, let's beat Catwoman. Let's beat Catwoman. What do we need to do to beat Catwoman? We got 2 more lives. Oh, man, that hits hard when she does that. All right, come on, let's take her down. All right, oh, man, we only got 2 more lives. Finish her! Oh, good. We got her health going down now. All right, we got another life this time. I think we're gonna get her. Building excitement up. Oh, I was trying to. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. This is for the game winner right here. Jump kicker. Oh, we're gonna watch that move. It takes so much damage. Finisher! Yes, we beat Catwoman. Thank you. All right, we'll do scene 4, and that'll be the last one. Manuel, thank you for becoming a supporter and for the 200 stars. Ben says killer 9 times, right? Joseph, you do landscaping. Nice.
Manuel Gonzalez sent 200 stars.
See, when you tell me what you do in the context, I picture some of these guys I see in my neighborhood doing landscaping. I'm like, huh, wonder if any of them is watching my live stream. I run into people here and there that say, you look familiar. And it's cool to run into people that have watched me online before they've met me in person locally. And it's nice to picture, like, hey, maybe... Yeah, I love getting to know your life better. Alright, so after this, I'm gonna go in and have... I eat most of my food in the morning and the afternoon now. That's a recent change I've made because it seems a lot better. According to Dr. Greger and the research, our bodies respond much better to eating in the morning and the afternoon. People who are overweight tend to eat at night more often than people that are at a healthy weight. Because our bodies actually burn more calories when we eat in the morning. Our bodies have more energy during the day when we eat in the morning. And when we eat at night, our bodies burn less calories to digest the food, and they'll often put on more fat. Out of the exact same calories. I'm amazed at what I've learned about nutrition lately. One of the surprising things I've learned about nutrition is what you see on the nutrition label is just the beginning of the story. For example, almond butter will tell you it's like 180 calories a serving. And a serving of almonds of the same amount will tell you that it's also 180 calories a serving. But you won't absorb, if you eat the almond butter, you'll absorb almost all the calories from it. Whereas if you eat the almonds and chew them up, you will actually, like 50 calories out of the 180 or something like that will actually pass through you because your body doesn't absorb those calories because it can't break the almonds down in time, all of them, before they get out. So that's why things like processed foods, you often can put on a lot more weight eating a bunch of processed foods, even something really good for you like almond butter, because your body like if you eat something like a breakfast cereal that's full of sugar, like you absorb all those calories. But if you eat a fruit that has the same, if you eat fruit with the same amount of calories, you don't absorb all of it. And some of it passes through you. Like, how cool is that? So thank you for watching this Batman Returns live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it today.